Not a day goes by when you don't see someone on social media, on TV, somewhere else telling you how to be rich, what to do, what not to do. Notice they never show you their own bank account. But you know, rules of becoming wealthy and accumulating assets is really simple. Focus more on purchasing assets than liabilities. An example of an asset is a home, even a car, a collector car, a piece of art, gold. You never go wrong by buying gold. And the price of it may go up and down, but it's not going to go to zero. Okay? So remember that. But when you spend money on things that are liabilities or zero assets, like ticket to a ball game, things that are frivolous, things that you are unnecessary expenses, obviously you're going to end up at the end of the month with less money and less assets that are sellable if you need it. But I want to, in this video is not about giving you finance advice. This video is about going a little deeper in life, which hardly anyone ever does. Forget about how to be rich and how to not end up poor. No one can tell you, no one has the right, no one knows you good enough, except maybe your mother, than yourself. And you know what makes you happy. The world and the hospitals and the cemeteries and the morgues are full of people who were very wealthy but didn't live life. They did things for other reasons, forced or not. Maybe there was a wealthy, mousy man who was ruled by his wife, never got to do what he really wanted to do, but listened and was forced for fear of being lonely, fear of being abandoned, fear, period, and didn't live and didn't do what he wanted to do. I talked to a lady in the south of France while I was waiting for a shuttle to the airport, and she said she works at a retirement home for the very wealthy, people who can afford to pay the money to be in that retirement home. And he said there were doctors and surgeons who said, I never wanted to be a surgeon, I wanted to be a painter. That never made me happy what I did, spending hours in a day in the operating room, operating on one patient after another. This is just an example. But to live a life devoid of all the things that give your heart joy, what life is that? You tell me. Are you into quantity or are you into quality? I'm not advising irresponsible free spending, but I am advising focusing on spending the most times in your life doing the things that bring you joy, as opposed to doing things that are making others happy. Spend a life trying to please others and end up pleasing none, because people can see through it when you are doing something that is against your will, and it's only interpreted in a bad way. It's only interpreted in a way that, oh, this guy must not have enough self-value, self-worth, high self-image, so he spends his whole life pleasing others because there is no other way that others would even consider spending time with him. Unfortunately, that is how it is interpreted most of the time. It's not saying, oh, he's a kind guy and he just wants to be good. No. People look down on you when you do that. And people look up on you when you stand your ground, when you state what you like to do. Be proud and say, I don't like to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't prefer to do that. I like it this way. Be that kind of a person, not dictatorial, but saying, hey, if you want to do that, go right ahead, but I don't want to do it. And I'll see you later, after that. They have more respect for you. Say, hey, I cannot push this guy around. He knows what he wants in life. He knows what's valuable to him. And that's more important to him than phony pleasing of others. So the next time you hear these people giving you finance advice, first of all, ask them, show me your own bank account. Show me your own assets. None of them ever do. You never see someone who's really wealthy coming on and trying to sell you something, sell you a course. sell you a method, whatever. They're too busy running their own business, and their wealth is already known. People that are really wealthy don't advertise their wealth. They say, oh, I hear people saying, oh, wealthy people never spend money on fancy cars. Bull freaking crap. They do. If they don't, it's because the car is not important to them. But look at their life and see the things that they do spend money on. They do spend money on a mansion around the world. They do spend money on art. They do spend money on watches. Who do you think is buying $150,000 watches? Somebody who goes and asks for a loan from a bank and buys it? No, people that have it. People that have the money. Wealthy people spend money on things that matters to them. To some of them, yes. I knew a very, very, very wealthy person who simply did not care about cars. He drove an old F-150 pickup truck, but he could buy a car company if he wanted. That doesn't mean that wealthy people don't spend money on cars, but he had about 11 homes, and he would spend $700, $800 on a bottle of wine. So they spend money on the things that matters to them. Don't be fooled. Listen, when you're listening to social media, when you're listening to anybody talking, even me here right now, always ask questions. The people that get ahead in life, the people that stand out, the people that are end up better in life are the ones who question everything. Question everything. And I mean everything. Why is the government offering this one vaccine free but not the others? Why, if I want to go travel to Uganda, I have to spend $350 on a yellow fever vaccine, but a certain vaccine we all know about is free, not only free, but they're giving you hamburger and fries they used to get it. Ask why. Why? If you think this advice is bad, if you think this is leading you down the wrong path, don't take it and go listen to others. But if you think it makes sense to you, then enjoy it, use it, apply it in your life, and be smart. Be smart. Question everything. Ask yourself, oh, well, the guy says, this thing is worth $100, but I'm giving it to you for $25. Why? Why are you giving it to me? What am I, your son or something? What are you, a long lost brother? Why are you doing that? No one does anything without a reason. There is always a reason. Find out why. And don't listen to BS from other people about this is how you should live your life. No, you should live your life the way that makes you happy. You should do the things that bring you joy, that quicken your pulse, that make your heart sing, not what someone else's philosophy is. And don't ever buy the BS that, oh, wealthy people don't buy this, fill in the blank. Wealthy people buy whatever brings them joy. Believe me, they do. I hang around them all the time. People that have more money than they could ever spend in 5 lifetimes. And they do spend money on things that bring them joy. It might not be cars, might not be jewelry, might not be watches, but they do spend money on whatever it is that brings them joy. Signing out from Athens, Greece, where I happen to be at the moment. Until I see you lovely guys and girls, whoever you are, again, all the best.